Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And in the last episode, we did a little bit of item preparation, healing items mostly, before we flew off to Olympus Colosseum, the world of Hercules. Well, it actually takes place after the movie. And, well, we did our training, we went for the preliminaries, we beat Poster Boy of Final Fantasy VII, Cloud Strife himself. But then the three-headed dog from the underworld Cerberus stomped on him, and Hercules is back into a corner. With a liability, because, you know, Cloud's knocked out. So, we're gonna go and help him because we are the heroes of the story, as it were, good sir. But we need to be prepared to go through, and we are running low on healing items, despite our preparations. Yes, we could have sold a lot more stuff in order to, you know, have a bit more, considering that enemies don't actually drop items around here. But, you know, that's gonna be a thing. But we sold 2 mithril shards, if you remember, to buy a couple more potions and ethers. But we're running low now. We're eating into our mega potions and high potions. But we kind of need them, considering that enemies don't even drop HP orbs during battle. Yeah, they literally drop nothing but experience. So, yeah, that's the gist. And, well, without any game overs on our belt, and with a save already made, if we do die against this boss, which, again, this boss is pretty difficult, not gonna lie. It's pretty difficult for an early boss. Thankfully, we've saved, so if I do get any game overs, it won't affect us getting the trophy, because I can just reload the trophy. But with that, we're going to just run on in. Kid, you're not entering the arena, are you? This ain't just some match. This is for real. I'm not afraid. You can decide if I'm hero material or not. Careful, kid. Okay, this is not fun. Even Thunder's going to be a little bit of an issue here. I believe this dude has 2 whole bars of health. Considering that Cloud had 1 whole bar, that's twice the work. Hello.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
Fair enough, Phil. What are you doing? Get your sword! One of my favourite quotes. So yes, this is Cerberus. He's doing Meteor right now, I believe what it's called. You can actually tech this if you time it right. That was not timing it right because it hit his other head. Why did Sora try to do the slide there? That messed me up. I teched that one though, and I've lost half my health already. Thanks, Sora, for doing the slide. That bite is lethal. Don't let it hit ya. There we do. Earthquake. You can actually get on his back and get some cheap damage off if you want to do it that way. When he starts walking around is when he'll start doing Meteor. You can just keep dodge rolling to dodge it all. And if you feel like you've got a good enough angle, try to whack him with it. If you don't want Goofy to be a little bit more risque, as it were, when it comes to their attacks, then you can just mash triangle. I don't think risque is the right term. I think I meant risky, but my word, my mouth didn't work in that way. There's nothing sexual about this. Even though this is one quote-unquote hard dog. Because he is a difficult boss at this stage in the game. Those bites do tons of damage. In fact, let's do some spread damage, because all 3 of his heads are hitboxes, so using Thunder is actually really helpful. But as you can see, unlike Blizzard and Thunder, I forgot to mention this in the last episode, Thunder does a whole block of magic, and once he's lost almost a whole bar of his health, thanks for restoring my magic, Donald, you're going to use that on yourself though, because you have more magic damage than I do. He'll also have these dark mines be going around, which you'd be wanting to dodge. That's right after he throws up. I swung my Keyblade, I should have taken that. Yeah, here he is. He throws up, and then dark mines start showing up. Just keep dodge rolling in one direction so that you don't get hit. I got hit because I was in the middle of a drop there. Guys, okay, Donald then, you can just stay down and we'll just cast some thunders, get some chip damage off. Right, let's get some combos off here. Oh, I forgot to equip my abilities from the last episode. Shoot, well they weren't. Slapshot's not going to be that helpful in this battle anyway. I need to heal before he starts throwing out. Okay. Well, Donald and Goofy are down right now, and I'm guessing they're out of potions because otherwise they would have healed me. Or they would have healed themselves, either or. I would use a potion and get them back up, but I don't really want to be doing that right now. Because not only is that going to make me a sitting duck, but that's also wasting the potion when they could just revive after a certain amount of time anyway. So, like I said, right now they're just there for support and chip damage. We're the ones that actually do the most. Oh, he's doing another throw up. Bloody hell. Just keep dodge rolling. The early bosses are mostly just bait and switch, basically. You just gotta wait them out, and then hit them when they're vulnerable. Which is really annoying because he attacks while he's vulnerable. Oh. I whiffed. Nope, roll. Oh, I was in the middle of a roll. Come on, I should have been invincible. I call bollocks on that one. I don't actually know if that hit. Goofy's back up though. That's helpful. Oh boy. Oh, Donald's back up as well. Okay, Goofy's now dead. Okay, I'm going to have to use my potion here. That kind of sucks. Donald! Nah, he's gone. I was hoping that if I mashed the button, he would probably use Thunder. So he's got a quarter of his bar left. Half of a normal bar, effectively so. Maybe a third, if you really want to be technical. It does look more so that way than anything else anyway. Just keep dodge rolling. I'm not going to... tech it! I missed! If you can tech those, they do a lot of damage to him. But the problem is, when he gets low on health, he keeps using the Dark Mines before shooting out his meteors. So you end up just dodge rolling a lot more because you can't really act. And if you do stand around to try and tech his meteor attacks, you're in kind of a bit of an issue. Alright. Oh, I could have went for a finisher there because he didn't swipe with all three heads at once. If he swipes with all three heads, if he bites with all three heads at once, that's when you don't want to be too greedy.
Thunder! Thunder!
There we go. Get that damage off. Nope. Okay. If I could have hit him once more, I would have actually had enough for a... Actually, I could probably get lucky here. Finish him off! There we go! Strength up for Sora, HP up for Donald, and strength for Goofy. Haha! Get more attacks in, charges up your charge meter, pretty beefy, and then you could just hit all three heads with a Thunder, do massive damage. That's another option, but getting close to do damage when you have already used your magic is a bit of an issue. If we went further on in the game and then came back, this boss is a lot easier, not in terms of just leveling, but in terms of HP management. But for beating this guy, we're getting an Inferno Band, and we'll check that out before we leave the level.
Thus, I do hereby dub the Junior Heroes and confer upon the full rights and privileges to participate in the games. Further...
Hey, what do you mean, Junior Heroes?
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
So, what does it take?
Well, that's just something you'll have to find out for yourselves. Just the way that I did.
No problem. We'll start by proving ourselves in the games.
There ain't gonna be any games for a while. Gotta clean up the mess from that last battle first.
Okay, we'll be back.
I still can't believe that Squirt actually beat Cerberus.
Well, there were three of us.
Just between us, I'd already worn Cerberus down by the time the little guy jumped in.
My lips are sealed.
The little guy, eh? Must mean Donald, because he keeps getting knocked out all the goddamn time. Let's be honest here. But yeah, that's this level already. Very short, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, we're going to be back. And by the way, I don't think we need to prove ourselves in the games to be heroes, technically. We could actually be saving other worlds from the darkness. I mean, that is our job as the Keyblade wielder, isn't it? I thought that was part of the job description, because they keep, you know, trying to take worlds like Destiny Islands. But before we move on any further, I'm out of potions, so yeah, that I had to play... Even when I was playing quite conservatively there, I don't have any potions left to equip. All we got is a Mega Potion, that is it. We need to go back to Traverse Town and do some shopping. Problem is, we got no money, so... we're going to have to sell more stuff that we don't have. Oh dear. That's fine though, because we're actually going to go to our next level, and we should be okay. Quote, just should be. Should be. But... let's go to our abilities and equip that slap shot. Rapidly strike enemies ahead of you. Occasionally deals critical damage. I forgot about the critical part, but I did mention that it does make your combos go a little bit faster with a quick uppercut. Like a swift whack to the knees, effectively. Charge and knock out an enemy with a shield. It costs 1 MP to use. Yeah, I thought it was Jackpot, but we already had that. So yeah, what we got was Charge. That was a slip of the tongue from what I saw. So Charge and knock out an enemy with a shield. So basically he does what he does when he runs, but he goes a lot faster and can actually deal tons of damage that way. Personally, I prefer Rocket and Jackpot at the moment because we could use more money and HP whenever we need it. So I'm not going to equip him with Charge right now, but that could all change when it comes to our equipment. So what did we actually get here? Inferno Band. Reduces fire and dark damage by 20% and also raises defense. That sounds like an excellent upgrade over the Protect Chain because our defense goes a little bit higher and we gain fire and dark resistance. For Donald, however, I don't think he needs that anymore, so I'm going to take off the Ifrit's Horn, which does reduce fire damage by 20%, and does lower his AP by 1 point. But the Protect Chain is a lot better because then we can actually give Goofy the Ifrit's Horn. Yes, he doesn't need the defense, but everything else actually helps out because we can actually now equip him with Charge. Make him a little bit more versatile. And everyone's defense has pretty much just been improved. In fact, Sora and Donald share the same amount of HP and MP, funnily enough. Only their stats are different because Donald's a lot more proficient in magic than anything else at the moment. But with that, it's time to leave. And Cloud's recovered, it looks like. You alright, buddy?
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah.
So, why did you go along with him anyway?
I'm looking for someone. Hades promised to help. I tried to exploit the power of darkness, but it backfired. I fell into darkness, and I couldn't find the light.
You'll find it. I'm searching too.
For your light? Don't lose sight of it.
How about a rematch sometime? Fair and square, no dark powers involved.
I think I'll pass.
Cocky git. Yeah, that little thing he just gave us basically gave us his move that he was using periodically throughout that battle. Sonic Blade. That is a limit attack in this game. I'm in the wrong menu. Basically, if we could equip it, because it's actually quite costly, it costs 2 magic points, so I'm not going to be using it early game. This is going to be remained equipped for quite a while, but I will show it off just for now. Oh no, actually I can't, because I can't equip it, I can't use it whenever I want to, never mind. That is going to be situational. So we'll talk about this attack later, when it's more relevant, because it costs 2 MP, but it basically allows us to continuously do his attack that he was doing to us in the battle. That little pulse attack that he was doing. That's that attack, but, like I said, costs too much AP at the moment, and not only that, but considering our MP is only at 3, not really worth it early game. Yeah. Kind of a problem there. But with that, we can leave.
He's strong. He's kind. He's always there for you. And he's handsome to boot. He's perfect. Perfect.
Perfectly infuriating. He makes me crazy.
I think you need to cool down there, Hades.
Wait a minute. What are you worried about? All the pieces are in place. Relax. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here's what you do. Let Hercules train the kid. In the next games, I'll take care of them both. Who invited you to the party? Stay out of this. This is my show.
As you wish. Fight to your heart's content.
Why did he get mad about that? Why did he get mad about that? Hades, you really do need to cool down. You're blowing your top more than you should. Because, like, yeah, she says that, but what's the main reason for that? But yeah, there's not really much else we can do at Olympus Coliseum. We could do Traverse Town again. And like I said, we could buy some potions considering they're quite low. But since we're not going to be in a level that kind of, you know, stops enemies from dropping HP orbs. That's the only level that actually does that, so we're not really hurting for potions. We can equip the high potion and even the elixirs if we really need them. And like I said, we didn't really gain any items to sell or any money to use to buy stuff. And I know I actually talked about Disney Castle on the map. It's always on the map, but you can never go to it. Kind of sitting there taunting you. But for now, there's not really much anything else to do except for head to the next level, a battle level of 3. Yeah, we're even lower on potions than before. A couple of levels under our belt, and yet we got to move onwards. So not really much that we can do about that. Also, when designing our gaming ship, I think I did not press square. That may be a way that I can change the colour of our blocks because they're not matching the cut. Because those cylinder blocks that I put on my ship haven't actually matched anything. And because this is a new a new world that we're heading towards. Once again, we don't actually have any missions to talk about, but it is a new route, so I can't cut it out. But there's actually something I do need to talk about. The background that we see kind of shows the difficulty level of the route that we're going through. Because once we go halfway toward this location, I thought the transition was actually there, but it wasn't. It's actually coming further forward. So excuse me for my presumptuousness, because I don't normally fly around, considering what we get later on kind of cuts most of the rubbish. But yeah, very tame. There's not really been that many issues while flying through these routes. They've been pretty easy. Of course, the further we go, they expect us to actually equip the newer blocks that we get, which is why I upgraded a little early. But right now, not much is happening. That is until we actually do reach halfway toward this particular world in general, because if it wants to happen, the background changes, and the difficulty ramps up. It looks a little bit more busy now. We've got a lot more stuff to avoid and shoot. Well, I say that, you just gotta fly through the hoops. What is this, Superman 64? But yeah, we've got like all these new ships. They did not drop any blueprints for me, but I did actually pick up a couple. I'm not going to be looking through them that often though. I've been tapping the laser burn every so often. Oh, there we go, I've got the blueprint now. Cindy. And yeah, I've been tapping the laser burn every so often. The side blasters are just doing their job, not really killing much things, but as I said, the laser is actually a good supplement. Remember, this isn't the best ship that I've built by any means. I've just replaced older blocks with newer blocks. So just keep that in mind. Once we get further in the game, we will be able to upgrade our ship just a tad bit more. And I like these lines because it's like a runway, because we're coming up to our next level and it's actually pretty unique. Because, well, I don't think it's any consolation, but this is the only time that it appears in the Kingdom Hearts series. Hey, Donald, maybe we're King Mickey's down there. In a backwater place like that? No way. Let's move on. But we've been stopping in every other world. What's this one? Hold on. Riku and Kairi might be down there. Let's check it out. Forget it. We're on an important mission. And aren't we supposed to be going to other worlds to make sure they're not being attacked by darkness? Even if we're not searching for our friends, our obligation is to go down there to save the world from darkness. Quite literally. Just land. No! Come on! Ah, phooey. We're landing. Oh dear. Don't touch that! That was a bit early, but there we go. Oh no, we lost control. We're going down. Hopefully we don't smack right into that tree. That would be terrible.
Whoa!
Smashing. And we're perfectly fine.
Oh, my head.
Okay, not perfectly.
Donald? Goofy?
Oh dear, that's not good. What's more lethal than a Heartless? How about a freaking jaguar? Or a leopard, whichever it is. Not got a lot of health, but got quite a bit of defense, so our attacks aren't doing a lot with it. Oh, we tech. Oh, I parried 2 attacks. Excuse me, not teched. Sent you flying. Right, let's just spam fire. And you're done. That was close. You literally gave me the jump. It's playing dead. I like how Sora actually edges up to it, like, what's happening here? Why was Sora on the floor? He didn't get knocked down. Oh, that's one way of making an exit. Who are you, Papyrus?
Sabor. Danger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is this place?
This place.
Okay. Where did the others go? Look, I got separated from my friends. Have you seen them?
Hmm?
Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's 2 of them. The loud one is Don.
Nah.
Huh?
Know what? Never mind. I'm looking for my friends Riku and Kairi.
Look for Riku. Friends.
Right.
Kairi. Friends.
Right.
And she just walks off.
Friends. Here.
Really?
Don't swear at me.
Huh?
Friends. Here.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku and Kairi.
Tarzan. Tarzan. Go.
And I'm Sora. Tarzan go, Sora go.
Wow. That was a funny interaction, and Kairi just snubbed us. Why is she running away from us? I mean, we had delusions because, like, friggin' Sora must have felt like Yuffie looked similar to Kairi facially. I mean, they have a similar facial build, but at the same time, that could also be him deluded from all the things that were happening.
Gosh, where are we? I sure hope Sora's okay.
And yeah, we're separated from Donald and Goofy, so we're seeing what they're doing right now.
Who needs them? We can find the kid without them, huh?
Donald, you need to calm down. You have high blood pressure. And Turk just pooped out a block. Pleasant. Well, that was a hell of an intro. We got attacked by Sabor, Tarzan saved our lives, and... Alright, bye. He just leaves us behind. But he's obviously showing us that if we just jump off the ledge, something happens. So there's not a void out or death or anything like that. But yeah, we're separated off from Donald and Goofy. Kairi just actually appeared behind Tarzan and just snubbed us while we were actually talking. And it's like, why did you just walk off with such sass? It don't make sense. Unless you're trying to lead us somewhere. And communicating with this. But yeah, we got Tarzan on the team. Helpful, I guess. And we start here. So yeah, as long as you know what you're doing, you can't actually lose to Sabor, but if you win, you get 15 experience. If you lose, Tarzan will just rescue you a lot quicker, and it'll actually make sense why Sora's on the floor. That's actually supposed to be the canonical outcome. But hey, if you dodge and parry well, and then you know, just use your magic properly, you can pretty much take her out. Even though, of course, despite not having a lot of health there, had a lot of defense. And Tarzan's actually got potions, which I am gladly happy to take off your hands, Tarzan. I don't know what you're doing with alchemy, but there we go. I will leave him with one. Do I want to leave him with one? I know it sounds a bit mean that I'm stealing his potions, but like I said, party members can be revived after a while. Plus, Tarzan's actually pretty beefy, so he doesn't really need the potions. So, I don't actually feel bad taking it off of him, even though I am technically robbing this guy. He's got the same amount of MP and HP as us, but he's 3 levels above us. Let's check out... Oh, wrong button. Let's check out his stats here. So, our stats right now are 69. 18, 14. I don't think there's any issue on taking the potions away from him at this stage. And look at his AP. 19, and he's got them all active. In fact, here we can actually see that his weapon is a spear. He can only equip one item, and that's nothing at the moment. Got no potions because I've taken them off, and we can see all of his abilities, but we don't exactly get a descriptive, descriptive little notice on what they are. So let's have a little look at them here. Raging Roar. Thrash surrounding enemies with the spear, blowing them out of the way. Special attack costs 1 MP. Knock out an enemy with a powerful blow with Asp's Bite. That costs 1 magic point. Now this one is mandatory. This dude has a healing spell, and yet he's an ape man. That's the term. Now I remember. Healing Herb. Recharge HP with an energizing herb. It's a defense skill, and the reason why it actually classifies if it's a defense skill or a special attack is so that you know what to set in the AI specifier, or whatever you want to call it, in the customize menu. But yeah, that costs 1 magic bar as well. He also has wind armor, which protects yourself with a cloak of air, and that costs 2 magic points. Second Wind, very costly ability, but really helpful. Recover from chaos status quickly with HP fully recovered. So, you know when Donald and Goofy get knocked out? Which is funny as well, because it's actually the first time we've actually got an additional party member that is world related. So that means they won't follow us when we go to other worlds. They're world specific. Donald and Goofy always follow us. But when a party member gets knocked out, as we've seen, they take a while to restore, and even then they only have half their HP. This not only halves that time, but it also recovers all of their HP. So it is amazing. And only party members can get this. Sora cannot get it, because of course if we get knocked out, it's game over. And Second Chance, which is even costlier still, but Sora can get it at some point. Keep 1 HP even after taking a critical hit. We're seeing a lot of abilities here that are really good. And this is why it's so good, because that means no matter how much damage you take, if it would have knocked you out, you will survive with 1 HP. So you can actually heal yourself and have a second chance, literally what the ability says, to, you know, recover from that predicament. Because at the point that we are right now, even if we have like 3, 5 or even 10 HP remaining, if we take a big enough hit, we will still die. So that is really helpful. It's a game changer. And finally, Berserk, as we already know, boosts power... Don't know what happened to my mouth there. Boosts attack power and HP is critically low, because Donald has that. Now there is a two critical pluses down here, which are optional. You can switch some attacks off in order to equip these, because they only cost 2 AP. But the general gist is that it increases odds of dealing a critical attack. And you equip more to boost the chances. So, yeah. To be honest, there's not actually many things I want to be removing here. I might remove Wind Armor later. Or I might give him, you know, equipment that might actually boost his AP. But, really, you don't really want to waste those sort of stuff on the Homeworld party members, because as you always have Donald and Goofy, for the most part, in other worlds, you don't have to rely on the person that comes with the level in order to, you know, get around. But in this case, that's all we have, so... And finally, I need to go to Tarzan. I want his HP to once again be on emergency, because I don't want them wasting attacks. Regular moves frequently, special attacks constantly. I want them both frequently and defensive moves constantly, because as he's on his own, kinda necessary. So, yeah. Plus, that gives him more longevity. And that means he can also pass to us. And defensive moves count towards HP recovery. So, which also includes HP. It says HP in magic items, but they also include the magic spells. So, yeah. And with that, we are ready to explore. So before we even get moving, what I want to do first is... I don't actually think this has anything for us, so it's just... Actually, no. You can actually use this to cheese a bit of exploration, but I know how to do it normally, but I don't normally do it this way. If we come back into this room, Tarzan's not actually with us, funnily enough, because he decided to jump off like a moron. Pop that here, and you can use it as a stepping stone to get up here. But you can actually cheese it without the barrel if you attack at the right time. Hang on. I know the trick. There we go. If you attack at the right time, you can get up there without the barrel. But the barrel is kind of helpful. So let's have a little look in this area first, because there are some things that we can do on this treehouse. So this is actually a very big set piece as well, because it's like, this is technically Tarzan's parents' home, if you remember in the movie. Let's make that jump. We can actually climb up here, so let's do just that. But yeah, and Sabor attacks us in the place. I mean, I don't know how crashing through the roof all the way up here and then landing at that point where we were was considered a safe landing, because, I mean, like, that's the hole that Sora fell through. Sora's durable as hell. We've also got a chest just sitting up here, so let's go grab this. Got a protect chain. Helpful. You know what? We'll equip that right now. Funny that, I just de-equipped that earlier on in this episode. Anything down there? Doesn't look like it. Fair enough. And we can actually choose something else as well, if we're really good on making the jump. There is a chest in that boat, and there's no way on lowering the boat or getting it close. What you got to do is do this. If you attack, it launches you forward and gives you a bit of extra airtime, as I've said before. There are more obvious ways on getting this, but this is the way to get it early, and it's just for a mithril item, so that's helpful. I was just trying to say something, but I forgot. When it comes to the... Yeah, that's what it is. When it comes to the camera in the original, you can't really tip it down below you very easily. So you're just going to have to bite the bullet and hope you make it on the PS2 versions of Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. But in this case, that's fine. So let's just do what Tarzan did and just jump into this sea of trees for now and see where we end up. Oh, so that's where you've been hanging out. You've just been standing here next to a hollowed out tree. By the way, if you want to go back up to where you were, just walk through here to get back to, if we actually go through, because I think there's another sector. Yeah, if we come through here, we're in the treetops. And if you look really carefully on the floor here, it's actually really hard to see. There's actually a trinity there. In fact, if I go in the first person, it might be easy to see. Yeah, there is a green trinity hidden in the green leaves. That is sneaky. That is really sneaky. Climbing trees, we don't want to go that way right now because we're actually going a bit too far from where we go. But if you go through climbing tunnels and then go further up, you will be able to get back up to where you were. But for now, we need to go this way. We get a Mega Ether right here, super helpful. And with that, we have a save point. We can't go to the gummy ship yet because we can't actually drive it. Donald and Goofy are the ones that can pilot it because you saw what just happened. But with that, I think this is a good enough time to stop. So in the next episode, guys, we are going to search for Donald and Goofy. They seem to be in a bamboo area according to the cutscene, so we know where we need to look for. We just can't get there yet. Also, if we've seen the movie, that dude found them with the gun. So, and not only that, but Turk kind of freaked out, which kind of alerted them. And he's hunting for gorillas. So, with that, in the next episode, guys, we're going to be finding Donald and Goofy, and possibly even catching up with Kairi. See you guys then.
Hey, what do you mean, junior heroes?
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
So, what does it take?
Well, that's just something you'll have to find out for yourselves. Just the way that I did.
No problem. We'll start by proving ourselves in the games.